Hey everybody, what if I told you that I had 3 entire full days of charge on my cell phone without the need to recharge the battery? Well, it happened, and I'm going to show it to you. Prior to me hitting the record button on this video, I had just plugged in my cell phone for the first time in 3 days. So, right there it says charging 12%. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, okay, he can say that all he wants. He can't prove it. I beg to differ. I can prove it. Because I took lots and lots of screenshots. You can see all that? For 3 whole days, I took screenshots of the screen, which gave the time and date, and most importantly, the battery power. So here is a screenshot. 7 in the morning, 3 days ago, August 19th. And as you can see right here, it says August 22nd. Okay. So I'm going to just shuffle through these pictures here. And you can see the date. Look, the date is right here, the time. And if you just keep your eye on this little corner, you can see for yourself. I'm just going to scroll through them. There's another one. There's another one. In the very beginning, I was like taking them every roughly 30 minutes, but as time went on, that was just so hard to do. You know, 11:11 a.m. August 19th, 1:11 p.m., 1:53 p.m., 3:01 p.m. You can see the battery is still really up there. 3:56, 4:44. This is on day 1. 5:35, and finally it looks like it's finally just tiny bit going down. 6:31, 6:49, 7:31. Now this is 12 hours after I started this little project. 8 p.m., 10 p.m., 10:37, 1:12 in the morning on Wednesday. There's 2 a.m., 2:45 a.m., 2:53, and then I went to sleep and woke up at 8 a.m. So that's 8 a.m., 8:46, 9:29, 10:10 a.m., 11:20 a.m., 12:04 p.m. That's, if you look here in a corner, that's roughly 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Still going, still going. Still going. Still going. 8:29. Okay. So now we're into yesterday, Thursday, August 21st, and there's still a good amount of battery left. 1:47, 3:23 in the morning, 4:24 in the morning. I went to sleep and woke up. There's 10:15 a.m. You can see all the notifications I got, but still I have plenty of battery. 10 a.m., 11:26 a.m., almost 1 p.m. This is yesterday. 2:50, 4:19, 6:41. Now, here's interesting. At this point in time, yesterday, this was... Let's see here. Started on Tuesday, so 48. So what is that? 60 hours? 60 hours, roughly, give or take, where it finally says, please connect your charger. This is 60 hours after I started this. And keep in mind that I had used this phone quite a bit. I mean, there was not an hour that went by when I didn't use it, and I used it quite a bit. Now this is, we get into today right here, 1:46 a.m., 3:11 a.m., and then this morning 6:33 a.m., and then 7:03 a.m. is when I passed the 3-day threshold, and I was pretty darn low, and that's the last picture I took. Now, I think that it's really impressive, and if you want to know what phone I used, it's surprising, I use a Huawei Ascend 2. Now, this is not the top of the line cell phone on the market right now. However, it is like basically mediocre. However, in my opinion, this is the best phone I've ever had. Now, there's other powerful processing phones like, you know, the Galaxy S5 and all that, all the major cell phone companies. Huawei is not as big in the United States, but judging from 3 full days of full usage on my phone, where I've used it so much, let me show you some of the things I did. I had 24 incoming or outgoing phone calls. I didn't really decipher which were incoming and outgoing. I had 1 missed call. I did 64 text messages. These are the apps I used. Social media. I use this as navigation in my car. I listened to Pandora. I streamed 1 movie on Netflix. I use the camera and the gallery quite a bit. Gmail and mail. I played some games too. Smurf Village, Blitz, Fruit Ninja, Hill Climb Racing. Now, I think this phone is amazing. And a lot of my friends were like, that's a huge phablet. And if you don't know the term phablet, people are saying it's like a cross between a tablet and a phone. But, I mean, after the initial shock of how big it was, it's not even that big to me anymore. And, not only is the battery superior to all other cell phones out there, I can even charge your cell phone from my cell phone. It's crazy to me. Not only that, it's a lot less expensive. Now, a lot of my friends who have like the Galaxies and all the iPhones and all that, they were teasing me that I had a quote unquote a cheap made phone. This is not a cheap phone. This is a great phone. And this was before they knew what this phone could do. And I showed them everything this phone can do, which is pretty much everything that their phone can do, but their phone cost a lot more and has an inferior battery. So this comes in right at $299. It's the Huawei Ascend 2. It is a spectacular phone. I highly suggest you pick it up. And like me, you can probably have 3 or maybe even 4 days of battery life with a single charge. And to me, that is amazing. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to me and follow me on Twitter. See ya.